Well, today we're talking about watches here. I have a brand new watch that I've been wearing for a week that is sitting in this watch taco right now, ready to be revealed. But first, I want to talk about the watch I've been wearing for a very long time. That's this one right here. This is the mid-size automatic pilot's watch, okay? And this is not the original band. This is one of their Zulu bands. This came from Countycom. This watch, their previous watch, and my newest watch all came from Countycom. But to go back to this one, I originally had the full-size automatic pilot's watch, and I loved it, absolutely loved it. And at some point, I either traded it or sold it, I don't remember, but either way, I definitely regret it. I would highly recommend to any watch connoisseurs out there, look into the automatic full-size pilot's watch from Countycom, okay? Beautiful, absolutely amazing watch. Now, when I wanted to get that watch again, because I got rid of it and regretted it, and I said, I gotta get that watch, but I wanna try something new, I figured, well, I might as well, try this one. This is the same watch, same movement, but smaller, has a smaller face on it, so it just carries a little bit different on the wrist. I know, like nowadays, men, oversized watches are where it's at. Big old, like, Flavor Flav type things, but on your wrist, that's kind of the style. But I like this normal, quote-unquote normal, 90s sized watch, But my biggest issue is that I don't wear a watch every single day. I have my cell phone. I wear a watch because it's convenient. It's just boom, there's my time. But it's also more of a, kind of getting dressed up thing for me. Some people just put their watch on every day. That's me for my gun. I have my gun on me every day. I have my neck knife every day. I have my folder every day. Those things are consistent, right? Cell phone, wallet. Those are literally EDCs, everyday carry, every single day. For some people, that includes a watch. Not me. I carry so much crap, sometimes I just don't carry a watch. And the issue with this being automatic and having to wind the watch, you don't have to wind it if you're moving it every day. But my issue, obviously, like I said, if I don't wear it for a day or 2 days or 3 days even, then the time is slightly off and I have to wind it back up. So it's not like a huge deal. It takes all of 15, 20 seconds to do that. But I figured, hey, I want to try a new watch. Let me get one that I don't have to wind. So I want to try a Ameritech watch with a quartz movement, which I've never had before. And that is what's in here. So going back to the old watch, I love the original pilot's watch, but I want to try quartz movement. So what do you think I got? I got the full-size pilot's watch with the quartz movement. And before you ask, this is not the band that came with it. This is the band that came with the watch, okay? But they also had some leather bands, which I really, really like. This is really fat leather. Like, I can't stress, most watch bands are very thin leather, excuse me. This is a very fat, let me show you next to this. I'll put this on top of it. It is very fat, okay? And I like it a lot. But I also got brown, because I figured, I wanted black on here because it has a black face, it makes sense. But I also want to try this on another watch because I didn't know if I like the leather, and I really, really do like the leather bands for this. But keep in mind, it is very, very fat. Some people may not like that. It could be a pro or a con, just depends. But yeah, there it is. So I have my original pilot's watch, but I don't have to worry about wearing it every single day. With the quartz movement, it keeps perfect time, and there's a battery in there that will last a very long time before I have to change it. But you can see the size difference in these watches. Okay, and this one happens, you can see it has the white stitching. They also have black with just black stitching, which would look like the back there. But yeah, I mean, this is what it looks like. Let me put it on for a second. Might as well put it on so you can see exactly how it looks, right? But I'm telling you, the leather's just starting to get broken in. At first it was a little bit difficult, but now it's fine. But I mean, it's absolutely beautiful. I mean, I love it. I absolutely love it. I am digging the bigger head. I like this one for a while. Like I said, 90s, size to me anyway. But this one's just really cool. Very clean look, very simple. All right, and this does glow. All right, shut the lights off, grab the flashlight for a second here just so I can show you that everything is, GID. So your markers, your numbers, your second hand, minute and hour hand, all glow, as well as that 12 o'clock position. So yeah, I mean, awesome. This also glows. I'm sure you guys knew that, but in case you didn't. Gets charged in the sun. So when I walk outside for a second, do something, coming back inside with my watch, I mean, it's super bright. But pretty cool. There's the difference. All right, so now we got the lights back on. Let's also talk about the second hand, because if you noticed, there is a dedicated second hand, large second hand, that's moving on this watch, more traditional. Whereas the mid-size, our second hand is right in here. Now it's not moving right now because I have to wind the watch up. So you unlock the crown here. Okay, just till it pops out. Then you just move forward and that winds it. And again, this naturally winds when you're moving the watch around. If you shake it, you can hear it going back and forth and winding it. But let's wind this up a little bit here, just so you can see that. Screw this crown back down. And if you look on the bottom, you can see there's our second hand sweeping. Now that's super cool too, and really classy. It's kind of a nice touch to have your dedicated second hand down there, because you can also use it to time things, you know, which is really nice. You know, a lot of expensive watches obviously have the rotating bezel, so you can do that, but having a dedicated, you know, second part there, I think is cool. It's a nice feature. Also, undo the crown again, pull out 2 clicks. Now you can see to adjust the actual time, you're literally just rotating this whatever direction you need to go, right? On this quartz movement, on this other one, well, I'll set the time in a second here. This one's a lot easier. You pop it out, right? Just a little bit, just pops out, and then you hold it forward and you hold it there, and it'll go around for you automatically. And same thing vice versa. You go backwards, you can go backwards just a couple clicks to do 1 minute at a time, or you pull it back and hold it and it'll sweep for you. So you don't have to literally crank. I mean, you know, I guess it's 6 to 1, half dozen the other. Some people might prefer one, might prefer the other. All right, now these are both set to the proper time. Let's talk about price. Now it's hard to compare these two because they do have 2 completely different movements. So it's not fair to say one's better than the other, whatever. This one is a much more expensive watch. Okay, this sells for about 450 bucks. That's expensive. That's not for everyone. That's definitely getting into the watch connoisseur realm of things. Okay, just like custom knives and such. You know, someone who is totally happy with their Timex for 20 bucks, it still tells time. You know what I mean? It's just a matter of how much you're into watches. Like any other hobby, some people appreciate a, you know, high performance timepiece. But the obvious drawback is that, you know, you got to wear it every day or you got to wind it, you know. The quartz movement, you don't. It's a standard watch with a battery, you know, and it's much, much cheaper. The original price was 218 bucks. However, there's a sale, and they do have a very limited number of these left, so I don't know when it's going to sell out, but I'm telling you, it's going to sell out. Right now, I think they're $163. Okay, so get them while you can. It is a beautiful watch. I don't like the original band that these come. There's nothing wrong with it. It works. I just happen to prefer the Zulu bands, or now this leather one. It's just classier to me, and the black and white I think look really nice with the you know, black face here and those numbers. But yeah, I mean, it's just awesome. I really love it. I would definitely recommend this watch to anyone out there. I would still recommend this watch as well as the original Pilot's watch with the automatic movement if you have the money for those watches, or if you're into the hobby that much. So thanks so much for watching, guys. I always appreciate your time. I'd love to hear what your watch that you currently wear is down in the comments, but even more so, I want to hear what your dream watch is. One of my bucket list items, I'll tell you right now, and I know some of the watch guys are going to go, ugh, you know, but I want a Rolex. I don't care when, I don't really care what model. Obviously, I want it to look nice. I definitely prefer, you know, silver or stainless over gold for jewelry and watches. But I want a Rolex sometime before I die. Maybe I'll trade for one eventually. I don't think I'll buy a brand new Rolex. It'll definitely be used. It doesn't have to be the $50,000 one. I'm cool with a cheaper Rolex, but I want to experience a real Rolex before I die at some point. So that's on my bucket list. So I'd love to hear what your, you know, bucket list watches are. I'd also like to try an Omega at some point too. There's a ton of you know, high-end stuff out there. Breitling, I think, is another one that I see a lot. But anyway, I'm not super into watches. I just know a little bit about the watches I have. But yeah, that's one of my bucket list items that not a lot of people know about, is I just want a Rolex before I die. So we'll see. I got lots of time, hopefully. So thanks for watching. Hope you have a great day, and I'll see you soon. Take care.